Okay, welcome folks. Just doing a bit of stream testing here, so don't mind me. Just gonna be doing some charity portraits I've been offered to do. These are for Doctors Without Borders. And as you can see, a very fun thing is that we are using Krita again, which I have not used in many years. So it's quite exciting. Now, let's just check real quick, because I'm not sure if I'm actually streaming. Are we live? Are we live indeed? Oopsie. Yes, we are. How lovely. Oops. Now I'm testing Restream for the very first time. So if you're not familiar with Restream, be told that this is what it is. Now, one thing that we obviously might have to look out for is that I don't save. I had a Photoshop document open, but you know what? I've decided not to use Photoshop for this one because I just wanna kind of have fun with it, if you know what I mean. And Krita is a very fun program to me. Love Krita. You know, this is what I started with all those 5 years ago. It's a good time. Okay, we have sent out the clarion call. Now let's see if people want to watch. If people do, that would surprise me greatly, because I don't think anyone watches this. Okay. Ooh, maybe we want to adjust things a little bit here. Ooh, yeah, we're getting some cropping here. That's okay. Cut. Okay. We have fixed the problem. Everything is fine now. Okay. Ooh, one thing I missed about Krita was that you could do this really easily. Why'd I ever stop using Krita? This is great. I'm having a good time. So this character is a human. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I drawn one of those. Usually I get asked to do all the funny monster people. Now, one thing I need to keep in mind is that I don't actually know how to see the chat, so let's try and fix that. Let's see. Chat. That should be somewhere, right? Oh dear. Stream, restream. Okay. Let's see, docs, possibly? View, edit, file. Cool. You know, we could just check manually. That's an option, right? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at my own. I'm gonna look at my own YouTube channel and Twitch channel, and maybe it will actually show me if that's an option. I hope so. Yeah, we can just check manually. That's an option. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at my own. Okay. All right. You know, we don't even need how to see chat OBS restream. My apologies. We are getting very little art done in the meantime, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. Right side of the screen. Made a terrible mistake. Oh, chat. There it is. Okay. Now. Oopsie. If anyone happens to be. Let's test. All right. The time is past for simply waiting around. Now we must art. That is what we're going to do. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag. That's fun. Just a little bit of the old lag. Now this character, still kind of figuring things out here. We gotta figure out like the personality. Sometimes you can kind of divine that from the reference images. I think she's meant to have like kind of like a gentle demeanor. I like the kind of like What about this one? I haven't used Krita in so long. You know, I can always do this. Okay. Stand with me through time, my friend. Falling through this sky. Is this anything? Is this how you paint? Is this how people paint things? I don't know. I think we're missing a little bit of the eye gap, as it were. You know, classic thing. A little bit of art advice for you is that when you're drawing the eyes, when you're drawing the eyes, you want at least an eye length between both of the eyes. This is true. This is how you do it. Everybody knows this. Of course, there are going to be exceptions, obviously and naturally. Everyone is a little different, and that's awesome, because being different is cool. However, in this particular instance, you know, you want to be careful, because you don't want to get the anatomy too wrong, or else it looks weird. That is something you need to know. Now look at that thick paint. That is a fun tool to play with. What Krita has in its kind of development cycle developed is a very unique brush engine which regrettably does not permit the use of Photoshop brushes, which is probably the only reason I still use Photoshop, is because I do like the brush engine slightly more for most things. However, if I feel a little quirky and experimental, I do find that Krita has a level of interesting methodologies that really make it set itself apart. So I'm a fan of Krita for that reason. Let's see. Close. But anyway, this is merely a test recording, so if no one watches, that's perfectly okay. And if I'm talking to myself and I sound crazy, well then, be that as it may. Que sera, sera. That's what we say. Now with this piece, I think, if we wanted to, we could do something fun, a little quirky, a little different. She's meant to have more curly-esque hair, so that is something that we should figure out ASAP. A bit of that kind of platinum blonde. Honestly, I say we just have fun with it. Be it like, just get some random happy little accidents in there. I think something, you want to keep in mind when you're drawing curls is, I think of like my puppy Otis. I say puppy, he's 16 years old. But, I think of Otis. And he's got like these really soft... Okay. Ooh. See, this will happen in your art sometimes, is that, I guess that stage where you're kind of unsure about how well it's going. And you begin to second-guess yourself a little and say, what the hell am I doing? I should redo this from the very start. But you just gotta stick with it, man. You can't be listening to those instincts. Because if you focus on perfection and hyperfixate on you know, making sure everything is always amazing at every part of the process, you're going to make yourself miserable. So, I just recommend completely quashing those instincts and just crush them into complete powder. Now watch this. You add a little bit of that, you add a little out of that. Now, all we need to do is fix the anatomy. See, it's so easy. Ah. Little rounder, I think. Man, I don't remember how to draw at all. I really should have done like an underlying sketch. I just went straight for the painting. And I think there's an interesting effect happening, but it might not be the effect that we want. So, you know. Just something that we have to be on the lookout for. He's, you know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I am looking at a bit of Yuming Lee art, which I find good. I like it. Why is this music so quiet? I can fix that, maybe. If we so desire. Okay, let's see what we can do. Ooh. Yeah. Heavenly tears, a confession loud enough for you to hear. Gotta have faith to live from evil. Gotta have faith in the shadow of death. You gotta keep pace, looking over your shoulder. Race your final breath. Break out your sinner's burden. This is an aviator song based on the video game Faith, which I understand is very, very fun and very scary. I tend to not enjoy horror games myself just because, Well, if we're being honest with each other, I'm a coward. But you know what? That's okay. See, the eyes, we gotta be careful with the eyes. Those are an important part. Important stuff, the facial features, because, you know, you get them wrong and suddenly everything's all uncanny valley. Everything starts, you know, looking disproportionate. Everything begins to completely break down. There's a collapse of law and order, and before you know it, you forget everything there was to know about the entire artistic process entirely. So it really does take, you know, some careful calculations happening. Otherwise, you might not like the results. One thing that I do want to do, though, is take a little bit of, you can't see my reference board, but I got a little bit of, you know, some artists I like. We got Astrid Lone, we got Yiming Li, some very lovely painters whom I could stand to learn quite a bit from. Bit of a five-head going on right now. We gotta rectify that. Now, over time, we are going to be slowly reducing the size of those eyes, which kind of happens naturally when I render for some reason. I'm not really sure why. The eyes just slowly get smaller and smaller as you kind of like paint around them and. Alright, I think it's time for a bit of a... Ooh, what is that? What is him? No, get away. Okay. Apologies to the good people watching this. I have no idea what just happened, but it certainly did. Also, let's get a bit of background action in here. Come on, we can do better than that. I think a nice dark blue-ish black will serve our purpose as well. Ugh. One problem that we are experiencing is that, I did go into this without a plan, and now we are beginning to reap the consequences of not having a plan. But I think it's looking pretty solid. What we need to do is let's get a bit of what do you call it? The old. Oh, I forgot, man. We got some. Create is so easy. Okay, we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking. Now I like what I'm seeing. We add a little bit of and we also add a little bit of now it's looking like a piece of art. Now we got stuff going on. Oh, why did I ever stop using Krita? Honestly, someone tell me. This is great. So easy. You know what I mean? Although it is looking a little similar to my Draenei piece, we can fix that. It'll be fine. Actually, it's looking practically identical. Is it? Ooh. That's fine. You know what? This will just be the way I do portraits from now on. This is just gonna be the method. It'll be fine. On the suspicious Thursday night, so I have spoken. And I really should be using more than one layer. I just don't feel like it. God damn it. This was actually working for a little while, now it's not. Well, now we need to figure out how to make it work again. This is the old issue. The old perennial issue of being an artist is that you make a decision and then suddenly this decision no longer works. You know, fortunately, we are working digitally, so at least we don't have to waste paint on our failings, but, Oh, right, I was gonna flip the image. Mirror image horizontally. Man, this is so much easier than Photoshop. That was instantaneous. Oh, why did I ever switch? Something about these eyes ain't feeling right, though. I think we need to make them more soulful. Get a little bit of depth in here, maybe? That might help. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Now this is gonna happen from time to time. We don't need to panic. But, you know what? No. We aren't gonna panic. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna relax. Hey, whatever happens, happens. We said that earlier, but we're gonna say it again. What are we missing? We're missing something. I think we just would do. Oof. Why did I decide to stream this? What's wrong with me? Oh, you know, I'm glad no one's watching. Oh my goodness. What a mercy, right? Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. But you know what? I am gonna continue streaming. And you know why? It's because I need to show you that any uncertain stage of a painting can be eventually overcome. That's right. You just need to stick with it. Look at me. I do this, you know, for a living, and also I think Crete is recording this. So hopefully we'll have a nice little speed paint by the end. Got some nice greens in there. What is this song? Oh, Lord of the Rings. I like it. Okay. Oh, this song rules. Dwarven song. Look up the Song of Durin. That's a good song. All right, I think we're gonna use a little bit of airbrush. I know airbrush is controversial, but I think it's gonna be necessary to make this face feel a little better. I apologize for zooming out so much, by the way. But it's an imperative part of, ensuring that we're not going too wild. I think. Oh my god. What? What is all that? To read. Warp? Is that better? I think it's a little better. Oh, shit. Now, I think we need to lighten everything a little bit, because we've gone a little far from the old platinum blonde that this character is supposed to have. Ooh. Hey, did you know I'm in this song? This next one that's playing right now? It's true. I performed in it. Bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum bum. There are still many things about Krita's brush engine that I would prefer were different, but, it is what it is. You gotta work with what you have. That's the way. The heart of our belief. I see a dream distant and unknown, in the cage of flesh and bone. The skin in the reaches of your soul, make of your will. When the reachable, move it up to the rebirth. Take it one step further. First reach the comrade. Wait. Ah, a little too much. But that's okay. We can always correct later. a steeple. Something just ain't feeling right. I'm not sure what. We need to work that out. See this kids is why you do your sorrow heads, or else you'll end up like me. What is this song? I don't remember it. Whatever comes our way.